Hey guys and gals, I hope you're all doing well. So the first video here on the tips and tricks I'm going to be doing is scouting for whitetails. I think it might be a little odd time to scout for them here in the spring, but it's actually a great time to scout for them for how they're traveling later in the year. Now, preferably you can do this when there's still snow on the ground, just after season. But even if you don't do it then, you can still go out, in the springtime, before turkey season and all that, you can still figure out where they were traveling this winter. So right now I'm in a section of pines, and I'll swip it around here, and I'm looking for a sign where they're traveling. So you can see here, now how well you guys can see it, there's a trail running right through here, going up into these thick pines. Now this is a chunk of cover that I've seen deer, and I actually have a video on my channel where I have a few little fawns not too far from this area that were in here, and you see the trail going there. So a lot of these trails will stay visible even if they're summer travel patterns. But how I know these deer are using this during the winter is because there is poop absolutely everywhere in here. If you actually look close, you can see the indentations of their tracks. So these were here during the winter time. Another thing you can look at is the browse around here. This stuff, the tips, if it'll focus, got all bitten off from the deer. Focus. Apparently it doesn't want to focus. But all these tips are bitten off. And so they're traveling through here. And so in here it can be very difficult to hunt them just because it's so stinking thick. Like, you get up in these trees, even these giant pines, you can't really shoot down through here, especially with archery equipment. Gun, you probably could. And here's another trail going that way, trail going that way. But so there's a few ways you can hunt this. Right now I'm in this nice open spot. So right here would be a good location. You can get up in some of these pines. But you want to make sure you get up into some pines that have something behind them so you can get some decent cover. What I mean by that is, if you can get up into a pine that has some of this lower stuff in it, or even if you just got lower, just kind of hide right behind here. So it's pretty much just your upper half of the body's out. And so it keeps you from being silhouetted. Or you can even get a ground blind in here, get into some of these areas and just do a little bit of trimming. You don't want to do much because you don't want to change what they're used to. But you want to make sure your blind is blended in very well. So that would be the kind of a cap on this first video here in this location. I have some other spots that I'm going to show as well. And I hope you guys stay safe and take care.